Did somebody say a potential for 2 videos in one day? Insane, I know. So the May monthly awards finally dropped, and let's just be honest. May is way better than April, alright? Apparently, the game just thought that, and so, we've got really good cards. Now, continuing the trend of not finishing the programs, here's another video. So first off, I want to just say the easiest way is pretty self-explanatory. You can go 2 routes. Both are relatively easy. So no matter what stage you're at, you are going to finish all of the moments. Fun, I know. Some of these suck. Obviously, I haven't played them all. Trust me, I will, because there are some banging cards at the end of this program. But go ahead and play all of these. Now that's going to leave you at 15 out of 25. To advance to the next stage, you need to get 25. And the final card is at 100. Do the math. So I decided to just, after the 15, you need 10 points left. You need 10 points to get. I chose to exchange the Giants and shortstop because I wanted to do it the quickest way possible. Now what I suggest for this is you go out and look for like 78 silvers. That's what I did. You buy I think like 10 or so of them. Not too bad. That's a pretty good way. Now the other way is either you play online, which I do not recommend. I recommend playing the CPU twice in both of these. So you want to beat the Giants. You'll do that on every one. Play the CPU, but you'll see on stage 2, tally hits with Brandon Crawford. So if you don't want to spend any stubs exchanging, play this one and then play this. Play like Conquest or something if you haven't completed them. Like me, just go around, just do random stuff, but do these two. But no matter what, always do your moments because doing all of these is just useless. Now, getting into the cards, we first start off with Brandon Crawford. Okay, so first glance at the card, high contact, decent power actually, not the worst that you're going to see, and really high fielding. So this is a prototypical shortstop that you would see, maybe not in today's game, but when you think of shortstop, this is what you're going to see, high contact, high fielding. Now, what's interesting is as a left-handed hitter, Brandon Crawford's actually better at hitting lefties. Just a little bit in the contact, one differential. But with the power versus lefties, you have a plus 15 against the power versus righties. And you've got a 73 plate vision and 54 plate discipline. So his plate skills are alright. He's got the clutch. That doesn't really matter much to me. Durability doesn't matter. We're not playing franchise. The fielding is really nice, especially at shortstop. It can help make up for if you have a poor third baseman fielder, maybe like a Hanley Ramirez. If you slot him over, you slide him over there. He can kind of help out your fielders in that sense. The only thing that really sucks about this card is his speed. With high contact guys, we generally like to see high speed. Because playing with Brandon Crawford, he has, obviously playing just against a computer, he has a tendency to go deep, but it's not that often. He either hits a no-doubter, or he's just going to hit a can of corn to the outfielders. Now, he's a very slappy hitter. He gets a lot of singles, but with a higher speed, he could turn those singles into doubles. Unfortunately, he can't do that. Now, how is this card going to be useful? Obviously, you can't sell him. He has decent quirks there, hitting and fielding, and you've got a clutch one there. But he can be really good either on your bench or in your lineup to counteract guys like Joey Gallo. So if you have a lot of power guys in your lineup where it's reverse, you've kind of got a reverse of what he's got here, low contact but high power. Crawford's a really good guy to kind of balance that out, and get some runners on in front of your Joey Gallo, your Hanley Ramirez, in front of your Chipper Jones even. He's a great guy to go in front of them, and instead of that solo shot, you get a two-run home run. Or maybe, you can spark a rally, if you're facing a really tough pitcher, maybe he's the guy who gets you out of it. Overall, pretty solid card. He's free, and he's actually 86 diamond, but looking over his stats, I could honestly argue he's a really high 86. I honestly am surprised he's not at an 88, but hey, he's pretty good. Now, moving on, you have Hector Neris, I want to say, closer for the Phillies. Now, he's got the splitter, 4-seam, 2-seam. Basically, for those who don't know what the splitter is, it's pretty much a change-up in MLB The Show. So, not a great pitch mix. Looking around, he has Mr. Split E, so his change-up splitter thing is good. It's a little bit above, it's better. Overall, if you're looking, this can be a really solid guy to put in your bullpen. For me, I've got 82s, I've got 83s. He can replace them. Now, is this going to be a reliever that you go to? Probably not. He's a right-handed thrower. He has decent velocity. He'll be able to tick up there, but he's got really good break there at 99. Now, truthfully, if you're going to put him in your bullpen, most likely at this stage in the year, you're going to put him in when you're down. So maybe you're down a run or two, but you don't want to quit because you're not a bitch. You put him in, and he's going to be able to just eat up those innings. He's going to be that guy in your bullpen you don't really care about. He's going to save your other good players. I might get him and actually use him in my bullpen. I might be able to throw him in there to save Zach Britton and not have to use him. Overall, not a great card, but he definitely could be serviceable in the right situation. Derek Dietrich. Now, when they announced this card, damn was I happy. Derek Dietrich is one of my favorite players for what he did to the Pirates last year. He pimps home runs, and I love it. He's second base, but he's got decent versatility with first, third, left, and right. No shortstop there or center field, but that's alright. Now, I honestly thought this card was going to be a little bit more power-sided than what it is. Surprisingly, his lowest stat is power versus lefties as a left-handed bat, so, kind of meh. The 120 power versus righties is insane. He also has 87 contact versus righties and 77 versus lefties. Again, a little more contact than what I was expecting, but 87 contact and 120 power versus righties, that's better than Joey Gallo. This is a must-need on your team. You need to go get him. He will sit on your bench. He'll be probably one of the best pinch hitters against righties you're gonna get in this game. I can't wait to play with his swing. His swing is generally really nice. His fielding is okay, but again, you're gonna use him on your bench. Okay? If you don't have a good second baseman, you can slot him in there, but again, this is a good guy, Corey Kluber. There's tons of right-handers that are electric. Corey Kluber, I cannot think of his name, Brodusar Gratterall, something like that. He's insane. Go get him. He's a fun as hell card to use. And if you don't excuse me, but that card art is amazing. Like that Reds uniform is great. Like they could ditch their normal uniforms except for the red ones and just run unis with that in the sleeveless one. 12 home runs in 1 month. That's insane. The really good card, definitely go get him. Speed sucks, but again, he's not playing defense. He's hitting bombs, he's pimping shit, and that's it. Now we get into the insane cards. Alex Wood. First off, you love to see the pink uniforms. Mother's Day, goat. Alex Wood can be arguably the best pitcher. One of the best pitchers in the game. He will probably be the best free diamond pitcher in the game. He's a left-handed thrower, so this is really good for those who don't have a lefty. This is also good to counteract people like Derek Dietrich, who, he doesn't have the 120 power against him. Now, looking through, he has a sinker. That's good. He's got a changeup, that's fine. He's got a curveball, that's good. So he's got 3 different moving type pitches, and he's got a 2-seamer, which, His velocity says he's an 86, but let's be honest, his sinker's probably going to max out at 95. Same with the two-seamer, might get up to a 96, so not great. He has a sinker baller and illusionist. You see, I just bought Didi Gregorius. I should have taken out that buy order, but I have Didi Gregorius. Looking over his stats, 84 stamina, his makeup is really good, almost all above 80 except walks, and that's 75, which is still really solid. Now, you're looking through, and you might be like, why are you why are you talking so highly of him? He has the dirtiest windup in the game, alright? You don't believe me, go play him. I wish I could show you a clip, but I don't have the resources to do that because I suck as a YouTuber. It is true. I just kind of describe this. It's kind of like seeing a little kid throw. Little kid throw the ball where they like, you know how people throw shot put, how they get really down low and then and they throw it weird. Well, think of that, but sidearm. He literally like bends over pretty much, bends back up and flings it sidearm as a lefty. Absolutely disgusting. I cannot hit off of it. I do not want to face this card. This card is insane. It's got the dirtiest windup, like I said. You just have to be relatively decent at the game and you will be fine. Okay? So if you're not relatively decent at the game, still get this card because he's just a god. Like, I don't have to say anything. You could honestly use, I think he has a 75 silver card. You could use that card online and still destroy people. It's insane. That's all I can say. And, fastball. Of course it was coming. Carlos Correa, it should have said, led the majors in average with the aid of trash can usage. You say what you want. This is one hell of a card. You kidding me? First off, he can hit lights out. His lowest hitting stat is plate vision at 77. Alright? Insane, let me tell you. Then he can field the ball. Diamond level defense at short. Like I said with Brandon Crawford, this is a guy who can help make up for the lack of defense between some of your other sluggers. Now, the difference between him and Crawford is he's got high contact like Crawford, but he also can mash the ball out of the yard. He has 6 quirks. He's got bomber, hit machine, cannon, sniper. Insane, alright. The speed, 65, still average. He can still leg out some doubles there and push the limits. This card is insane. He has the prestige, as we will go see. I'm not sure how much better it is. It does push him up to a 96. Where is he? Blah, blah, blah. There he is at the bottom. Looking through, you got to go through. Not too much better. But, they are a little boost. Plus, the red really looks cool, let's be honest. It looks insane. But, I mean, he just mashes righties there. 104, 102 as a right-handed bat. And then if they put a lefty in, well, it's still 99 and 87. Vision is an 80. And discipline and clutch is 99. His quirks now add unbreakable, so cool, who cares? Insane. I mean, it's just literally insane. Like, there's nothing you can do. Looking at this card compared to the DD of last month, pretty similar to be honest, but, that Correa card is definitely a little bit better. I mean, DD's got a little more speed, whatever. We're not talking about DD. We're talking about how much better Correa is. This month was insane. It's got, it's got your insane cards like Correa and Wood, but it's also got your fun cards like Dietrich. I don't know how to say his name properly. Derek the fucking Bomber. I know. I'm using naughty language. But this month is insane. Go out there and do it. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be scared to check out other content on the channel, and go ahead and subscribe because I get bullied on Call of Duty for having not that many subscribers. Anyway, hope to see you soon, and I hope this helped.